Young reports IPO activity in the U.S. and around the world continue to plunge per quarter. And Joseph Muscat, managing partner for Ernst & Young's Redwood Shores office, says higher interest rates and market volatility are dampening enthusiasm for public debuts.
For the U.S. IPO market, it looks like it's going to be the lowest IPO market since 2003. Around the world, volumes are down about 44%, and the dollars raised are down by about 57% as compared to the year before.
Tech continues to be the main IPO player in the number of public offerings, but the average tech deal has been cut by more than half from a year ago to $123 million, while the energy sector surpassed tech in proceeds raised with a 176% gain from a year earlier. Stock market giving back some of the rally from the past 2 days. Dow dropping 313 points, NASDAQ down 209, lower by 51. Oil up a little more than $1 after OPEC plus Russia decided to cut production by 2 million barrels per day. On the Money Watch, Jason Brooks, KCBS.
This is a word from our sponsor, BetterHelp. Knowing when you can benefit from professional help is really a strength. Hi, it's Kim Wonderly. Think about it. Your body often tells you when you need the help of a doctor, and the same is true with your mind. So if you're feeling stuck in a bad place or just need to unload and get a trained therapist's feedback, turn to BetterHelp.com. You know, we're all human. We go through periods of stress, grief and loss, and just life changes. That's where BetterHelp comes in. Go to BetterHelp.com, take a short survey, and be linked with a professional therapist suited to your needs. The sessions could be on the phone or video chat, even online. But finding a way to a healthier outlook on life can be key, and BetterHelp can provide the road that leads you out of a dark place into that light bulb moment. So get started. When you want to be a better problem solver, therapy can get you there. Visit BetterHelp.com/KCBS today. Get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp.com/KCBS. A global pandemic, social unrest, and wild market swings. Welcome to the new normal. For investors looking for financial stability, it's a challenge. Capital. Reliant could give you high returns with no market risk of any kind, 10 to 12%, and it's eligible for an IRA or 401k rollover. Call 800-788-1000 and get the kind of returns Warren Buffett's been earning for years. Invest in something. 788-1000 for your free brochure.
What's an investor to do these days? With a worldwide pandemic and economically turbulent times, you wonder, where can I find a reliable investment? Answer, Reliant Capital. Reliant could give you high returns with no market risk of any kind, 10 to 12%, and it's eligible for an IRA or 401k rollover. Call 800-788-1000 and get the double-digit returns Warren Buffett's been work for, and call 800-788-1000 for your free brochure.
Here in California, people from every nation add to our rich heritage of culture and traditions. The law speaks 9 different languages. Our personal injury lawyers are exceptional. Our paralegals, legal assistants, and case managers are exceptional. And they work hard because every one of them cares deeply about what you are going through. They want to make sure you are going to be happy in the future. If something bad happened to you, you feel stress, you feel anxiety, you're not sleeping well, there are problems in the family, you have a lot of uncertainty. We know what you're feeling. When something bad is like that, 1-800-INJURED. I'm Omar Habis, and I want to be your advocate. Visit HabisLaw.com. HABBAS
Your Crash in Cupertino to tell you about Kim's in your local Honda dealer's traffic center.
Hey, Eric, this just came in on northbound Highway 85. Right around Fremont Avenue, and CHP is now telling us this is blocking a lane of traffic. It's blocking the far left lane. These vehicles appear to be drivable, so hopefully soon, but we already have some stop-and-go traffic north 85 behind it. Chilton Auto Body Collision Cam sees the backup is reaching Stevens Creek. So Stevens Creek up to Fremont Avenue, then just sluggish after that as you start making your way into Sunnyvale. Also on North 280, midway between, say, Foothill Boulevard and Magdalena, heading. There is a crash off to the side. There's a slow band of traffic behind it, though, as well. And you can follow us on Twitter. We're there at KCBS AM FM Traffic. Your next update, 8:38 on the Traffic Leader, KCBS. Thank you, Kim. The KCBS Bay Area forecast. Mostly sunny today after morning overcast. Highs from the 60s coastline, 70s around the bay, on the upper 80s, and a few 90s inland. Mostly clear this evening, then lows in the upper 50s with some light winds. And tomorrow, a cloudy morning, then partly sunny skies throughout the day. Highs in the 60s and 70s coastline, 70s and low 80s by the bay, and the upper 80s inland. Traffic and weather together on the 8th and All News 106.9.
French toast sticks are so delicious, some are saying that they're better than their mom's breakfast.
Excuse me, did you just say Wendy's new French toast sticks are better than my breakfast?
Mom, is that you?
Answer the question.
I see some people are saying that because they're so crispy on the outside and fluffy on the inside and perfect in every way.
Uh-huh. And what do you think?
I think it's time to tell choose Wendy's new sweet and crispy home-style French toast sticks.
That's still not an answer.
Participating U.S. Wendy's.
Up on KCBS, turning a North Bay school site into a safe arrival zone for dozens of immigrant kids and ready for launch at the Kennedy Space Center. With Eric Thomas, I'm Margie Schaefer.
CBS News Brief. President Biden's heading to the hurricane destruction zone in southwest Florida. White House correspondent Stephen Portnoy.
The president will meet with small business owners and residents who've suffered losses. He'll attend a briefing on the efforts to help them recover, led by his FEMA administrator and Florida's Republican Governor Ron DeSantis.
On Florida's East Coast, some cheers for a crew heading to board and blast off soon on a SpaceX rocket to the space station, included as the first Native American woman to fly in space. OPEC has moved to cut oil production in a bid to prop up prices.
They're not cutting 2 million barrels a day of crude oil production. They're paying lip service. Million barrel a day cut.
Industry analyst Tom Closa says that's because current production levels aren't being met. Secretary of State Blinken says every effort will be made to keep U.S. gas prices down. CBS News Brief.
KCBS News Time is 8:32.
What role should the police play as in the tide of gun violence? KCBS's Kathy Novak reports that was a key question for political leaders and advocates who met to discuss solutions.
At this conference hosted by the Prosecutors Alliance of California, some said they would not call 911 if they were in trouble. State Attorney General Rob Bonta.
Data shows that when a individual believes they're going to get caught if they commit a crime, we have to arrest people when they commit crimes. That's item number one. Item number two, we need to build trust between law enforcement and communities. That's what they're telling you when they're saying they don't want to call 911. They're saying we don't have faith, we don't have trust.
Mayor Libby Schaaf says Oakland's ceasefire program was working before the pandemic, but now police staffing is at an all-time low. And she says after prevention and intervention, there must be enforcement.
Only when it is necessary and just. But what I have learned is it cannot be left out of the equation, and it plays a role in prevention itself.
In Oakland, Kathy Novak, KCBS. A second scientist in as many days has received a Nobel Prize. A Stanford professor is sharing the Nobel Prize for chemistry this morning, and earlier a Walnut Creek man won the prize for physics. KCBS's Chris Ancarlo reports the recognition is for an experiment showing the quantum dance of photons.
It's every scientist's goal, and I'm quite thrilled.
John Clauser was working at UC experiment that would strike at the fundamental nature of reality. It took more than 50 years for the Nobel call to come.
It was 2:50 in the morning. I was definitely surprised I was sound asleep.
The quantum entanglement, Clauser's experiment set out to test the relationship of entangled photons.
The theory predicts that they will be still strongly correlated.
Think of it this way. You and your friend are entangled and listening to the electric slide, but you're miles apart listening. You're both dancing and hitting that slide at exactly the same time. In this case, you're connected by radio waves. Clauser showed that photons were connected by a quantum mechanical source so that they would react in correlation no matter the distance.
This is very real phenomenon.
And it has profound implications for computing and communication. Clauser's work has helped build an